One word that would describe OCF, in my opinion, would be driven.
Stupendous.
Love.
Awesome.
Community.
Legendary.
I would describe OCF as energetic and exciting. So that's 2 words, but it is both.
I guess awesome.
If I had to use one word to describe OCF, I'd probably say chewy.
You want to explain that one?
Not really.
Inviting.
Bangarang!
The most memorable experiences I've had are the retreats and events that OCF has done. Like, they're just so much fun. You get out, you get away from school, you get away from everything else, and you get to hang out with some of the coolest people on campus.
NDCC, my junior year, I didn't go till then, and that was probably the most memorable one.
And my best friend, who didn't believe in God, came to OCF for the first time. And then later she came to Christ. So it was pretty awesome.
My most memorable experience would be Christmas conference 2010, Wrecked into Redemption.
I really loved being a part of servant team and just really seeing like what goes on behind the scenes and what all the hard work and dedication that truly goes into making OCF happen, and also just really at all the different events and things throughout the year, especially the root beer cake party, which was my all-time favorite, and it was just an awesome time all around.
So one was Christmas conference my sophomore year. We were at men's time, and we walk into this room and there's just a giant wrestling mat, and there's probably 800 guys starting to fill up this room, and all the Otterbein guys, we go in and sit down, and we're sitting about 20 rows behind guys, and we're sitting in the back, and they're doing these wrestling matches to signify like our wrestle with sin. And there's always just this huge dude versus this little dude, like very rigged, like definitely like a show. And the last match goes on for an extended period of time to the point that it gets very uncomfortable to watch. And this long-haired kid that graduated a couple years ago named Chris Miller is sitting in the back, and he's sitting there and he just looks at our friend Robbie, and he's like, I can't watch this anymore. He's like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give him a peoples. And so Chris just jumps up and sprints through 20 rows of people sitting Indian style and runs onto the mat and just like sprints across it and drops an elbow right into this kid's back and starts ripping like this duct tape off of this kid where he's been duct taped. And they start passing the mic around to give thoughts after everything was done. And the mic gets to this guy, and he's just like, I just really love the representation of everything, of the sin versus the human. And then that guy, his representation of Jesus was just awesome.
I would have to say being on servant team, because it broke me into a lot of awesome friendships, and I met a lot of people, and I was partners with Stephen Campbell, and it was super fun. And I don't know, it was just a really good time.
Basically, just that OCF really opened my eyes to everything that Campus Crusade had to offer. And so this past summer, I actually got to go on a summer project to South Asia. And it was just a really awesome time of growth and of learning about myself, learning about my relationship with the Lord, sharing the gospel with people who might never have a chance to hear it again, and seeing people come to Christ in like a really authentic way.
Midnight hiking through the woods to a waterfall. It's pitch black, the water's freezing, but you go under it and it's awesome, and really bonding with friends. And thinking about it, really any OCF experience after midnight, hiking outside, like at Christmas conference, at night, walking around the monument, and at Big Break at midnight, and later having heart-to-hearts on the beach, and I don't know, stay up past midnight. Awesome things happen.
My best moment or like memory with OCF is definitely impact groups. I met the most amazing girls from my impact group. We have all gained really strong loving relationships through our relationship with Christ and those things. So definitely impact groups were probably the best thing that I've ever done with OCF.
Getting the opportunity to speak, and looking back, that opportunity to share with this community my heart and what God was teaching me at that point in my life was probably one of the deepest honors and one of the most significant events of my college career.
My advice to underclassmen is to just put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to get involved in groups and approach people.
I would say join a Bible study as soon as you can, because that's what really helped me grow throughout all 4 years, was being in a Bible study each year.
Underclassmen, I would say to join an impact group, even if you're intimidated or scared to do it. I think it's really important to put yourself out there because you're here at college to experience and learn and grow. Wherever you're at in your faith, I think it's really important to do that. So if you don't, I'll hunt you down and make you join one.
Just get involved. It may be kind of scary getting to know people or going to a Bible study, but just do it. It's worth it.
Advice that I would give to underclassmen is to just dig deeper in their faith. Don't settle for not growing in your relationship with God.
Don't be afraid to go to fun things like retreats or Christmas conference or project or anything like that. Just get yourself out there, get connected with impact groups, and if you just take a step of faith, God will move, and so don't be afraid.
Get involved with things on campus, not just OCF, get involved in other organizations and spread your faith. Anything that you get involved in, honor societies, groups, sororities, anything, just get involved in them and share your faith and share the word of God, because it's definitely good to get out there and share.
My advice for underclassmen would be just to get as involved as you can, even if no one approaches you and asks you to get involved. Take it upon yourself.
You are strong and courageous. Never doubt yourselves. Know that God does have a plan for your life. Know that you can do whatever you want. Hold fast to the Lord, and surely He will hold fast to you. Being someone who was big into the life of Joshua in my time in college here, I'd highly recommend that you dig into that book, dig into the Word itself.
I would tell the underclassmen, as would a lot of people, to get involved on campus, and especially in the impact groups, to just really find that core group of people on campus that you can really connect with and really focus on God and really start to grow together.
It would be nothing in your life is more important. Not Greek life, not academics, not graduate school, not finding a job, not your social life, not anything. Your relationships, nothing is more important than you knowing Christ and making Him known among your friends and your family, this campus, and the world.
My best piece of advice is join staff. Just preach, love, join staff. And I think the best thing, join staff, is really just get into the word join staff and
Rob Name.
Go on a summer project if you can, join staff. Roger Hershey, Rob Name.
This is a lot of pressure.
So my advice for underclassmen would be, number one, don't ever listen to anything Sam Weisgarber has to say.
Oh, shut up. Cut it.
Please leave that in.
Awesome! Do I need to say anything else?
No, just one word.
One word. Awesome! I said it.
That's true. That
T
is.
squared.
That's
That's
pretty
totally
good.
named for you two.
I know.
Travis Sensei has word as Travis.
It wasn't actually until our senior year that they changed it to Thursday testimony.
Yeah,
I think before that it was
the
just.
truth. We are the original T squared. We're just so cool that
Yeah.
it had to become T squared.
Actually, before that, I think it was TNT, but then Travis set a bomb off at the house,
Yeah.
and so they kind of had to change that.
It happens.